now we switch gears and turn to prehistoric times. It's a childhood favorite and it's making a comeback. And there's a connection to our area. The Land Before Time movies follow the dinosaur Littlefoot and his friends, and it's getting an unofficial update. And it's why Aaron Folan from Clinton, Iowa joins us now. He's here to tell us all about the movie and his part. Well, thanks for joining us, Aaron.
Thanks for having me, Haley. I'm so excited to be here. So excited to talk about this film. So yeah, it's called Littlefoot, and it's an unofficial reimagining of the original story. So basically, they're taking clips from the original and animating them in 3D rather than 2D, but staying true to the original animation style, which is a big deal and very, very exciting because I'm a huge fan of the original.
I was going to ask you, for me, this was a huge movie in my house growing up. I mean, does it have any sentimental value to you?
Very much so. I've been a big dinosaur guy for a long time, and I think this movie, The Land Before Time, started that love. So to be involved in something like this is super exciting.
Well, you were telling me earlier, there's kind of a cool story of getting connected. How did you do that?
So I saw a post on Instagram, that's where many things start these days, and it was getting a ton of publicity. And I noticed that who the director was. I reached out to him, Joey Lever, and just said, hey, I'd love to write the music for this film. And he said, well, you're not the first one to reach out about this. There's quite a few composers who would like to be part of this, so we're having everyone write a demo, which is basically my take on the original themes. And so I did that. The next day he reached out and said, I really, really like this. We're gonna give it some time and see what other composers come up with. But then shortly thereafter, he reached out and said, you know what, we're just gonna go with you. So.
Wow, you must have really impressed him.
I hope so.
Well, we were just looking on the screen there. There were different images that you had sent across. I mean, that looks really cool.
Amazing.
What's the phase are they at right now? When can we expect to see this out?
So what's really cool about this is it's literally a passion project. So all the animators involved are putting their own time and effort in, free of charge, to make this happen because we all love the original. So it depends on the animators' availability right now, so they're making great progress. I'm guessing by the end of the year, early next year, it will premiere.
And are all the characters the same? Are there any differences?
Nope, all the characters are the same, and the voices that they're gonna get. It was just approved by SAG, which is the union behind all, actors union, and so now they have the ability to get some top tier voice talent for this. And they haven't said yet who they got, but TBD.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
Where will people be able to find this when it's finally out?
It's going to be on YouTube, and he's very, transparent. It's no affiliation to Universal, the original producer of that film, but because we can do it on YouTube and just say, hey, this is a passion project, we're pretty excited about the potential reach.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm very excited about it. And to change gears a little bit, you have another project that you're working on right now, which celebrates the United States. Tell us about that.
Yes, so a friend of mine was attending an event in Washington, D.C. recently and connected with a man who was on a board for a symphony in Pennsylvania, in the Brandywine Valley, which is just outside Philadelphia area. And they were looking for a composer to commission to write a piece in celebration of the 250th anniversary of America. And my friend thought of me, referred me. They got a hold of me and interviewed for it, and then, so I'm writing a 7 to 10 minute piece for full orchestra, like a 60-piece orchestra that's gonna premiere next June at the Longwood Gardens in Brandywine Valley, which is a beautiful arboretum.
Wow, that's a great friend to have, to make that connection for you.
Yes, very thankful.
Very great. Well, have you always been interested in composing? I know you've done a lot of other work. Is this something that's always been a passion of yours?
Yes. So I've taken piano lessons since I was in 2nd grade, and very early on I would just sit at the piano for hours at a time and just write music that came into my head. And I just felt like that was the path that God was taking me on, and He made it very clear in a number of ways. And so I've just been trusting Him to open the doors, and He has, and He's been so generous. I'm doing it full time right now between composing, acting, and some content creation stuff. So just grateful to be able to do what I love from this area. That's another big thing.
Exactly. And real quick, we don't have a lot of time, but tell me some of the things that people can see you in as an actor.
Okay, the big one, Surprised by Oxford. It came out in theaters last year, I believe. That one is it was in theaters. It was highly recommended. I just did my first lead role in a musical called Carol, which is a musical rendition of A Christmas Carol. So I played like the Scrooge character. Very, very fun. And let's see, what else? One that just came out, a war movie called The Battle of Bushy Run. It's called Love and Courage, The Battle of Bushy Run. That also just became available in a couple months ago.
Great.
So
well,
look those up.
Our viewers will have to look that up.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn more about Aaron's work and his film, go ahead and head to our website, wqad.com, and click on the As Seen on TV tab.